Welcome to this series of Wegon Explore, where we are tackling one of the world's most remote and challenging four-wheel drive tracks, the Canning Stock Route. Kick off this journey with fellow explorers as we set out to complete the challenging route stretching over 1,900 k's, the longest historic stock route in the world. We don't know what we're in for yet, but we're gonna explore. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Wegon Explore. This week, the adventure continues as we find all these mechanical failures from this rugged terrain. We also do a crossing at Savory Creek, which leads us all the way to Lake Disappointment. We continue the journey to find the most magnificent camp spot. You don't want to miss it. This is a beautiful cinematic episode. This is my gangster outfit when I wake up. It's pretty warm. Got thermals underneath as well, the Uggs. And I've got a beanie as well, but the hat will do for now because it's getting a little bit warmer as we go. But we're up really early and we're ready to head off from Durba Springs. It's a beautiful sunrise through the trees. I don't know if you can see it coming up, but really cool against the rocks and everything as well. So beautiful morning. But we'll be ready to head off really soon. Just gonna get a coffee in and we'll be off.
It is day 8 of the Canning Stock Route and we are just leaving our camp here at Durba Springs. We've got a big day of driving up ahead, I think between 110 and 150 k's depending on where we want to go.
And we're on the road nice and early, just before 7:30 we headed off. Said bye to the Outback Spirit guys there, very nice guys. Even had a good chat with some of the crew. They were interested in the cars and checking out the setups. A lot of them have their own setups at home, but just weren't wanting to take them out here, or just not set up to come out here into this rough and isolated terrain. So they were quite intrigued. And now we're heading towards Lake Disappointment. When they discovered it, apparently it was literally because they didn't find water and it was disappointing, which makes sense. I would be disappointed too. Really keen to see Lake Disappointment. On the map it showed a lot of zigzagging, which I believe to be sand dunes. It seems whenever there's zigzagging, it's you going between the dunes, drive along them and then kind of come up on a nice spot. So I think we'll be in for some nice dunes today. So here we go, see what the day brings. That is very bouncy. That looks very bouncy.
Very wobbly up here.
Is it very steep? Will two-wheel drive do it? It doesn't look very steep. It is reasonably steep and a lot of rutted sections, so just take it slow again, cruise up. But yeah, as we expected, those zigzags are dune crossings. So here we go up it shakes your car a bit, that's for sure.
Oh, everybody's gone over there.
100% shaky, but very easy to climb. No issues whatsoever, not even getting wheel spin in two-wheel drive, by the way. Here we have another trailer that's not made it on the track. Let's go have a look at it. looks well and truly not functional. I don't know what happened here. Could have burnt, could have rusted, not sure. But regardless, everything useful has been stripped off it. So whether it actually was rolled like this, which I don't think it was, I think it might have been turned over to reuse the axle or the wheels or anything like that. That would be my assumption, but yeah, another reminder, trailers on this track, a risky venture. I'm not sure if you can hear, but these are making little rattly noises. I'm not sure what bush or tree it is, but in the wind, as it sways, all these hit against each other, making really cool little noises, which sounds really cool. It's interesting all the little tracks you can find, even like this. You can see the little paw prints. It's all little paw prints. Could be little bush mice or... Please tell me if you know what else it could be. Little tracks going through here. What's the other little animal out here that I'm trying to think of?
Bugs.
Bugs, Darcy reckons? Bugs.
Could be
bugs with mega tracks.
big bugs.
Bigfoot bugs. That might be it. Oh, here's some bigger proper paws. Look at that.
And look at this squiggle.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
That could be a dingo. Not a big dingo, but little dingo tracks there. Should be cool. My mum said she heard dingoes last night just outside of Durba Springs. Mum, you said you heard dingoes last night.
Yes, around about 12 o'clock. I heard the dingoes. I heard them come closer, and then I was like, whew, my shoes are on the back tire, so I climbed out of the tent.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw the tracks about a kilometre outside of the camp this morning.
I was confident of my shoes. I know they wouldn't want to bite on that, so I was safe.
There it is!
Here we are, well 18. Apparently very clear, clean water. So everyone's got their little cans ready. Thank you again to Track Care WA. Beautiful water. So this is just a standard 10-litre jug from the shops. So I'm going to try and re-seal it. Just going to do a test to see if it leaks. Let's do a little test. Seems to seal alright. Corrugations. Seems to seal really well. FYI, if anyone wants to take 10-litre jugs of water from the shop, it works. Very good quality water here. It's very nice. A little bit of leaves and things as you'd expect, but just have a little sieve on your funnel and it's perfectly fine. Bit of a remnants of the well. This is actually mind-boggling to think that this is literally where they used to feed the cattle or get the cattle some water. It took them apparently approximately 8 days or so to build each well, and they had about 100 ton of gear that they carried, which is quite impressive. A whole array of expertise in all different fields, from well borers to experts with camels, whatever you call that, because they had a lot of camels to help transport all the gear.
Yeah. Whoa, chaos. Trevi drew little lines so we can tell if the bolts move. And they didn't move.
Here we are at another burnt out vehicle. Well, actually, it doesn't look burnt out, but they reckon it looks exhausting. CF, whoever that is, good call, good call. Yeah, that's a pity. Like my mum was just saying as well, it's such a sad thing to happen because it's interesting to look at, but if that was you, such a horrible situation, you know? Such a horrible situation. Like, what do you do from here in the middle of nowhere? Everyone, assuming they were with other people, everything's packed, you know, everything's full. You're loaded, having to look after yourself for so long. So, yeah, for something like this to happen is quite terrible. But again, makes you aware of this environment and how intense it is. Cheers, thank you. Thank you, cheers.
Thanks, fellas. That was really nice of you pulling over for us. We appreciate that. Enjoy your trip down.
That's one of the few times you get to see people on the canning stock route. Well, from our experience anyway. But yeah, very nice people, and it's just nice to come across people and wish them well on the rest of their trip, knowing that they don't know what we've seen on the trip so far and we don't know what they've seen on the trip so far, so it's quite exciting. Oh, there you can see Lake Disappointment in the distance. First view of it. Bit of a forest of desert oaks through here. Just looking out here at how many desert oaks there are, these little ones, all the new young pups. There's literally hundreds of them out here. We haven't really seen them like this anywhere else, but it's just like a little haven for the desert oaks. Come over here and there's none of them, really. A bit of a mud pit area if you were to come here in the rainy season. You see so many tracks through here where people have really struggled to get through. Like, for example, here, some deep ruts going through there. A lot of mud got pushed around. So we are now currently on the Tropic of Capricorn. That's the line right there. And there you go. Canning Stock Route, Tropic of Capricorn. Thank you for Bill, Prue, Dan and Rowena Singleton of Narrabri, New South Wales. Do you feel more tropical?
I feel more Capricorn-y.
Feel more like a Capricorn? You feel more tropical?
Yep.
Yay!
Feeling warmer.
In the tropics.
Getting hotter.
Yes.
Hotter.
Nice. We have just crossed over the Tropic of Capricorn. In terms of latitude, we are now about 50 kilometers more south than Coral Bay. That's a bit of a reference, but we're very far east from there, that's for sure, and in the middle of nowhere. But it's just cool to get a bit of an idea of how far you are along the coast in terms of latitude. So there you go. So my parents called and said there's some rabbits along the road here somewhere. So we're just keeping an eye out for them, see where they might be. There the rabbits are. There's the rabbits.
Few rabbits in the road, you guys. Watch out. Roger, I'll keep an eye for them.
There's the rabbits. They come bearing gifts.
Thank you. What I got for him.
That tight bush, Andrew.
Here's the rabbits.
I took two.
There go the rabbits still. Hopping around. Handing out some.
I can't see it.
Handing out some eggs.
Yeah. The rabbit! That was so funny. Yeah.
Look at all these beautiful colours. The red and browny. Well, this is well 19. And it suits the occasion, being at Lake Disappointment, because this is very disappointing.
This is it? Yeah, it's relaxed.
But you can see remnants still around here of the troughs. But yeah, not much else here. Probably the one that's got the least amount of evidence of a well even existing around here.
The man needs a beverage. Great Northern or goat? Okay.
Thanks.
Oh wait, let me get you out the stubby holder.
It'll be about 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Another broken something.
Yet again, another trailer. This one actually looks like drawbar, yeah. Just snap clean off. Look at that. Clean cut right there. Unbelievable. But again, believable. If you look at all these corrugations over such long distance, you gotta check everything, hey. Wouldn't even think to check there.
It broke the drawbar off, and that was the end of it.
This one looks quite recent as well. It's not really rusted away or anything. We'll keep heading off towards the spot where we can have a bit of a lunch. Here we have another trailer that's been abandoned. It's incredible how many have broken down. It's a bit sad, but again, just another warning. Trailers do not like these tracks. Here's a dingo footsteps, paw prints as they walked along. Pretty decent sized paws, those ones. Here we are at Savory Creek. It feels like quite an accomplishment to get here because it's such an iconic thing on the Canning Stock route, I think. There's not a lot of water in here, just this little bit. But again, when people don't check their tracks, things like this happen. I would have hated to have been this car. Not only are you getting all this mud through all your wheels and then splashing up into your mud guards and through your brakes and everything, it stinks. It really stinks. So we're just gonna go straight through these tracks. Looks like hard solid ground. Problem that I have with it is salty water, and there's nowhere that we're going to be able to wash that off anytime soon, so that's not great. I cringe at that, along with many other things like corrugations on this road. But also, quite surprisingly, the amount of water that's been pulled out as people have been crossing, so they're coming over with a bit of pace. I don't want this water splashing all through my car. I'm just going to take that very easy, very slow, minimal amount of salt water going through my car, engine bay, all of that. Because yeah, we're not going to get a chance to wash that for a very long time. And this is definitely not worth it. That looks horrible. Look at this salt build-up right here. Just so fine, so salty. Incredible. Type of stuff that I always feel would kill a car. We're gonna make a bit of lunch here and then we'll cruise on to Lake Disappointment and hopefully find a nice camp spot for tonight. Oh, I can envision it. I can envision it. Just like nice fire, big open lake. What more do you want? Just stars out. Oh. It's just me, or does that sound really good? Surely it sounds really good.
Yeah.
So Mum, what's in this one?
A little bit of leftover steak, Italian salad dressing, the pasta that I cooked last night, diced red onion, olives, cucumber, and feta.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Delicious, thank you. So we drove along Savory Creek and then following the road now, pop in and out along the edge of Lake Disappointment. But as we were driving, we saw a really cool camel just standing there, just minding his own business, just in the road basically. So got the drone up to get a couple of drone shots from a distance. My drone can zoom, so you keep quite far away from it. Able to get some magical shots, which I'll show to you now. Just gonna maybe drive another 6 k's or so from where we are now, and hopefully it's a good camp spot right next to the lake. Fingers crossed.
So we've just pulled up at Lake Disappointment. You can definitely like feel all the salt crunch underneath your foot, which is so cool. And it truly just looks like snow. It's amazing. What the heck? Termite mounds, there's many around.